All right, today we're going to be talking about patient compliance and follow through, how to get patients actually doing the spinal hygiene exercises or really just engaging in their care and in their own health and in the health of their body, the health of their spine. That's what, the spinal hygiene movement is all about, is just making our patients aware that taking care of your spine is one of the greatest things that you can do for your health, and then teaching them how to do it. Like that's the common sense basics. And the reality is that most patients want results. They're they start in our office really motivated and they intend to do the exercises, but just like all of us, life happens, things get in the way. And so compliance challenges are normal, right? It's not personal. We don't take it personal if somebody's not doing their exercises. It's totally normal. They might even have the best of intentions. They just have a busy life. So the mistake that most doctors make is we assume if I explain it once, they'll do it. And patients need repetition, reinforcement. They need simplicity so they can, like the toothbrush, it doesn't get any simpler than that. If it was more complicated than the toothbrush to keep your teeth healthy, most people wouldn't do it. And they need encouragement along the way. We need to keep pushing them. Hey, you're doing a great job. You're taking care of your spine and nervous system. That's going to be, giving you huge returns on your investment, your time, your energy, your finances in the form of your health. And then we need to make compliance a system because compliance improves when our expectations are clear for our patients, when our exercises are simple and easy for them to implement, when our team, our entire team, reinforces what the doctor's saying on every visit, and then our progress with our patients is measured, right? We have those re-exams, we have those checkups, we have maybe even yearly updates where our long-term wellness patients are still getting checked and measured, and they know that we care about the lifetime health of their spine and nervous system. So we keep it simple because we don't want to overwhelm patients. An overwhelmed person just doesn't do anything, right? So we start with just two exercises. If they can't do all four, maybe we say, "Hey, Mary, I understand you're having a hard time, getting all four of those exercises done. Can you just start with two of them for me? Just every morning, do a range of motion stretch. You probably notice you wake up in the morning, you're stiff when you get out of bed. That's a great time to get the juices flowing. Do that range of motion stretch for me every morning. And then at night, before you go to bed, so that you can sleep better, because we do about 70% of our healing when we sleep. Can you just lay on those spinal molding rolls for me before you go to sleep? That way, that nervous system has a better chance of doing its job all night long. You'll sleep better, you'll wake up better. And if you just do those two things, range of motion in the morning, spinal molding at night, I guarantee you it's going to help you because it's going to make you feel better, but it's going to help me because I can get you better results here in this office. Like something like that that helps them, encourages them, makes it simple for them, and just gets them in the habit of doing something for their spine and nervous system. So habits are greater than perfection. Remember, we want to avoid perfection. We want to lean towards creating habits. Patients don't need perfection. They can't achieve perfection. And when they try to achieve perfection, they get overwhelmed. They need consistency more than perfection. Something is better than nothing. Something consistent is better than nothing or something random, right? And we teach our patients that it takes daily reinforcement. So it's little conversations that create accountability. Like, how are your exercises going, Mary? And that's it. That sparks that conversation, and we're able to take it from there. Which exercise do you like the most, Mary? And just that's a great way to dive into that conversation, get them talking about their exercises, get them talking about spinal hygiene. I like to tell them, look, do you brush your teeth? Of course, everybody says yes. And then they're like, and I say, well, if your teeth are important enough to do something every day for, your spine is even more important than your teeth, right? So just one thing or just two things, start doing those things every day for me, and you'll notice a huge difference. Now, we might be wondering, why do patients stop care or stop taking care of their spine, even though we've told them or we've tried to teach them? Number one is that we just covered overwhelm because a lot of doctors give them this hour-long home workout session that they've got to do, and they're just overwhelmed with it. They can't get it done. Number two is they just forget, right? Life gets busy. They got a million things going on. They just forget. Number three is they travel a lot. We have people who are in and out of the area. We've got people who work on offshore, all kinds of travel that kind of interrupts their habits or their good, healthy habits. They have a pain flare up and they have to stop for a little while, right? So then they don't get back to doing it later. Or maybe they just don't understand why. I don't have the research with me here, but I remember reading a study that showed they took two groups. This was a physical therapy study about home care. One group, or they gave both groups the exact same home exercises, but one group they taught the benefit of each exercise. Basically, they taught them why they should be doing each exercise, not just how to do the exercise, but why they should be doing it. The other group, they just gave them the instructions, just taught them how. The group that learned how to do the exercises and why they should be doing the exercises had a 60% higher compliance than the group that just learned how to do them. So it's not just about teaching them how to take care of their spine, it's about helping them understand why, the big reason why they should be taking care of that spine and nervous system. And then we constantly want to be tying spinal hygiene to something they already know, like dental hygiene. Nobody just brushes their teeth once and says, I'm done forever, right? Nobody even goes to the dentist once and says, I'm done forever. So taking care of your spine works the same way and is, in my opinion, and hopefully all the other chiropractors out there opinion, it's more important than your teeth. We have to teach people to take care of their spine. We want to help them celebrate small wins, right? Praise is important. When Mary says, yes, I'm doing them every night, then awesome, great job, pat on the back, consistency, effort, improvement, you're doing great. Patients continue what gets acknowledged. So that's why we like to say, Mary, you haven't missed a visit on your scheduled plans. I just want to say, great job. You're doing awesome. Thank you for being consistent. How's your exercises going? You're doing them. Wonderful. That is going to pay off big time for you. I'm super proud of you. Like that encouragement helps keep our patients moving forward. It helps them connect to you, and then they can get a little bit of positive feedback and they keep doing that and they build those habits. All right, so we want to use our scorecards in our offices. We want to track kits delivered and patients that get trained to do their spinal hygiene. Every patient that starts care in the office should get a spinal hygiene kit and get trained on how to do those exercises on their day 3 or whatever day you put it in your office. But that's important because that will build our consistency and our retention in the long term. So kits delivered, 100% every patient that starts care. Training rate, 100% every person that gets a kit gets shown how to use it. And then we want to be tracking our wellness conversions. So when they get to the end of their corrective care plan or what we call our initial care plan, then they convert to wellness patients after that. And we can watch every patient that gets a kit, we can watch they're converting to wellness more often, and those conversion rates are going up and up and up. So compliance drives retention. Retention is what we're after in our office because it will grow the practice like crazy if we can build retention. And compliance, I've heard it said like this, compliance is the one statistics that raises all ships, right? You build compliance or engagement. You can kind of use those words interchangeably, compliance or engagement. You build that in your office, you build all other statistics as well. And over time, you'll keep watching those stats creep up and creep up and creep up. And that's what we want. So we want our offices to be strong, healthy, wellness-based practices. This is how we do it. We get our patients bought in, understanding the why, and engaged in their in-office care and their home care. All right, so here's our assignments for the next 2 weeks until our next coaching class is we want to simplify the exercises. Ask those patients, are you doing them? If you're getting hints that they're not doing all of them, just simplify it down to 2. I like to say range of motion in the morning, spinal molding at night, because it's simple, right? Those two are really easy, and I feel like those have some of the biggest effects of all four of the exercises: alignment and motion. I mean, if you're a chiropractor and you don't believe that we should improve alignment and motion, then I have to ask you what you're doing, right? So simplify those exercises. I like range of motion in the morning, spinal molding in the evening. If they're not doing all their exercises, just get them into a habit of doing something every day, and then reinforce that with our patients on a regular basis. Give them that encouragement that they need, praise consistency, whether it's visits, whether it's doing their homework at home, give them that positive reinforcement. And then number four, track compliance and conversion rates to our wellness plans. If we see compliance increasing, everybody's getting a kit, everybody's getting trained to use it, we're checking in with them daily, we're going to see our conversions to wellness go up and up and up as well. And our offices will continue to get stronger and stronger. All right. Thanks for being on the call. I appreciate it. Have a good one.